Welcome, everybody. It is time for the Nurburgring GP. You thought I was going to say Nordschleife, but no. Welcome to round 10 of the iRacing LeMans series here at the, not Green Hell, more so the BES WEC layout. And it is our pleasure to have you here. The Green Hell will await us one day, but today is not that day as we take a look at what is in store for us. The track temperature is pretty Baltic for the Nürburgring, 19 degrees Celsius, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, a westerly 10 kilometers an hour of wind, track length of 5 kilometers at a height of 620 meters above sea level. Your commentators, myself, Robert O'Brien, and Craig King. Craig, how are we?
Good evening, Rob. I'm doing well. Good evening, everybody. As Rob was saying, welcome to the Nürburgring. That's right, not the Nordschleife, the Nürburgring. We've got a fantastic race, but everyone knows this track. It's very, very, very famous German motorsport history, and of course we all remember the F1 earlier this season. We always remember those classic incidents around here in the past. Who can forget Raikkonen's tyre blowing because F1 made some stupid rules one season and such and such. But this is one of my favourite tracks to race on any sim in the world. It's also one of the most challenging for multi-class racing. There's a lot of places you can overtake, but it is so hard. It's risk reward, and these drivers are gonna pull it out. And I'll tell you what, the strength of fields we're talking about, already mentioned in chat from KZ928, 4K strength of field for the LMP1s. How about a 5.6K strength of field for the LMP2s, and then a 4.2 for the GTEs? It is stacked, and one man that we circled on our little list when we saw it was car number 5, Peter Zuber, making his return to the ILMS broadcasts in an LMP2.
Exactly, yeah, an LMP2. What's this? What's this? You can't run LMP2. That's illegal. Except it isn't. You know, Peter Zuber is doing his best right now. He's battling against the car number 1 of Maxime Glein of 8,286 iRacing fame. Times between them are well, Maxime did a 139, so he has to best that lap time by 4/10 and greater to be able to get anywhere near that top section. IPR repping their niche with some very nice colors. Look at that car. He doesn't go much faster, but he doesn't. Oh no, I see Peter Molnar in here. So we have stacked. We have a stacked LMP2 field, and then we have
a stacked everything. Look at it. We've even got after some racing from racing in the VCO series, Yannick Lapchin is here as well. So we have got a lot of names as well. We see Lapchin, of course. We see Selesky. We see Martin June. We've seen Martin June before. Marcus Deck is back again. David Wagney is here. We talked about them. Let's talk about the usual suspects in the LMP1s, of course. Santones, Valentine, Lyon, Salmon. Literally in that order at the moment. Baratelli, Pearson, Blackwood, Mills, Wood, Jacobu, Gross, Campbell. That's a couple of names we haven't seen for a while. It's some really big names out here that we haven't seen in a while. Just some really nice names, full stop, are out here today. I think everybody has set their times. Or am I looking? No, I think everybody has done it. I don't see anybody really out on the track at the moment.
Christopher Zochling. Oh, well, he was going to set a lap time, and then he didn't. He decided against it.
Yeah, I'm looking at
it. Exactly.
It's fantastic to see everybody, really. It's fantastic. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Raidillon TV here. The only corner you need. Thank you for watching. If you do like what you see, hit that thumbs up and the subscribe button. The live timings, I believe, 19 Celsius, 66 Fahrenheit is the track temperature Rob alluded to earlier. It's cold, yo. It's cold.
What happened to the stream? It just went down for like a split second. Did you see that?
I did not, no.
No, it didn't even go down. It's just that Restream was just like, nah, fam, I'm gonna go down. Fair enough. Anyways, qualifying is complete, so let's get them qualifying results up on your screens. I'll have them cycle for you. By the way, anybody in the chat who's repping their niche, say your favorite niche. And also, tell us if you came from the iRacing website. We'd love to see you. We love to see you. We love seeing you. But as they come into qualifying,
Sorry,
yeah, as they come into qualifying,
Nature's in Nature Boy.
in Nature Boy, yeah. I'm what's his face? I'm Ric Flair. It's Nicolas Cage and Nation. How do we quantify if he's a nation?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Oh, okay. The executive order has been made.
Let him have it. Anyway, qualifying results are coming up now. You have seen them. Yakubu, of course, pole 129.683. Santones of 130.273. Valentin, good 130.403. Will Lyon, 130.460. Alex Salmon, 130.501 will take fifth. Francesco Baratali, 130.598. Connor Pearson, a 130.633. Sam Blackwood, a 137.22. Josh Mills, a 139.24. Lewis Woods, a 131.021. Dominic Gross, a 132.507. Sean Campbell, 132.926. Quickly into the LMP2s. Very packed field. Maxine Brilliant, a 139.403. Andre, a 139.702. Salmons, a 139.8. Mark Eckelman, a 139.865. Peter Zuber, a 139.945. Peter Mona, 41.23. Ricardo Orozco, 140.125. Marcus Hamilton, 140.367. Then Marcus Decker, 140.372. Courtin Conlott, a 140.374. Antonin Titus, a 144.50. Richard Arnard, a 140.580. Christian Zockling, a 140.823. David Wagney, a 140.885. And Chris Narasso, a 141.846. And I think they are getting ready to quickly go over the GTEs. Lapchin, Canapino, Brobel, Zaleski, Kallenbach, Soto, Arang, Kazan, Gadinsky, June, Ahrens, and then your non-qualifiers, Erwin Wunscher in the LMP1, Cooks Barron, and Thomas Garon in the GTEs, both of them respectively.
On board with Maxime Bryant, 8286 fame, and he will be starting alongside Peter Zuber. And we also have the LMP2s are just stacked. They have the car number 1, the car number 3, the car number 4, the car number 5, the car number 6, the car number 7, the car number 9, and the car number 10. In GTE is car number 2 and car number 8, and then the LMP2s only start at 14.
It's crazy. I'll tell you what I do like to see, though. To see some RLR Brucey Esports at the pole position. There is a Audi or two in the field. Actually, it's one. It's Dominic Gross. But apart from that, it's an all Porsche field as per usual. Apart from Dominic Gross there in the Porsche. They're coming around the chicane. Remember, it's the fastest chicane here, the BEC chicane. Coming around the final corner. They'll be coming now. This is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need. Rob will take you away as I keep following round the back.
As they come around the Coca-Cola curve, it'll be Ishmael Yakubu alongside Antonio Santonza, and he's already gone. Ishmael Yakubu didn't even let them breathe as he storms across the start-finish line, and that is Antonio Santonza having to defend very early from a car of Hugo Valentin. Will Lyons is also there side by side, so it's already getting strappy here at the LMP1s. And off in the offset, they are getting going fast. Oh, we got it the other way around. Never mind, we did so badly. But at the very same time, into a neat little pile. Very, very much. Ooh, that's Josh Mills looking to see if he can cruise by his teammate of Sam Blackwood. He let go of the throttle, but it's OCM, 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 OCM. And there's 5 OCMs? Literally half the LMP1 field is OCM. Now, how did LMP2 fare? Craig?
LMP2 didn't do too bad at the moment. It's still looking the same though with Brian, Andre, and Salmons. We have had an issue. I think that Zuber lost a couple of spots, but I was looking more at the GTE field as well. Mateus Canapillo jumped the start and had almost had a 1.5 second lead over Lapchin. So Lapchin's going to be crawling that time back, but really surprised. Quick start there from Canapillo. But as I was saying, GT2, LMP2, sorry, looking very good at the moment. Brian just holding his time, coming up the Schumacher S's right now. It looks like Marcus Hamilton catching the Peter Zuber. Not had a good start, has Zuber. He is trying to pull away. Also, a couple other things. Titus making a move on Goldlot. And Mark Eckelman, who started in the pits, makes another position up, going around the outside of Wagney. Can he make it stick? He does. Down into the check. Great move there from Eckelman there, with around the outside. It looks like he's going to be holding on to it as they come into the chicane. It
is Team Redline versus Team Insert Team here. I can't see. It's a logo on the shark fin. Nice and easy through NGK chicane. Oh no, that's Marcus Eichmann making a lockup through Coca-Cola. He can't be doing that now. The tires will not thank him for it. Just to say that he did start in the pits. He did not have an incident. He just started. He did not take the grid. So he was waiting to see if there was any issues. There wasn't. Just to let you know. And he is cruising now towards... That is 12th position. Richard Arnard up ahead of him. Just 1.2 seconds up the road as they come through. That's Richard Arnard going wide, coming through Mercedes Arena. Just through the second corner of Mercedes. Then into the chicane they go. You just see the gap that is formed between the two of them. He started 16th in class. He's now 13th in class. Will he keep it up for the remainder of the race? Remember, the pipettes will have to pit very close.
Oh, no, in front, that's Arnard. He went for a late move there on Zockling. He had that move, but he just moved out way too late, and he caught the back there, and just sent. He overshoots the corner. Zockling gets spun around, and now he actually comes out behind Arnard, but they're losing a lot of time there, as you can see. Just cooked it. Just absolutely cooked it on the braking there. A really late move. And now got a slowdown going up the Schumacher S there, has Zockling. But that could have been worse. If I'm brutally honest, that could have been worse.
Did he just not see the corner? Oh, yeah, he didn't.
Yeah. He wanted to make that move. And I think he just, yeah, I think he either was too late on the move or just completely overdid it. And I want to point a little column A, a little column B there, if I'm brutally honest, but they're at the back of the field now, both of them. That did mean put Elkman up to P11 on his little charge from pit lane to the lead, so he's on a path. Maxime Bryant, by the way, one of the fastest times out there, a 1:40.487 for the LMP2s. LMP1s are pretty spread out in the moment. A second between the front guys, and then it's all big extended gap. Alex Salmon's got a lot of damage to the back of his car. I mean a lot. What has happened to Salmon?
Just to say as well that Ishmael Yakubu has lost the lead in LMP1. He's gone from first to third. Alessio Centones is now your race leader with Will Lion in second. I think that's like the 9th time we said that he's got damage to his rear. I'm pretty sure we mean the rear of his car, not his back bottom. Well,
while we've been looking at that, because there's about 10-second gap between the LMP1 leaders and the back of the...
Sean Campbell is out. He's in the pits. He's had to tow. Let's have a replay of that. Oh,
that's a little bit
what happened here? What happened to you?
He's just lost it. Oh, go to lap 2 apparently. Okay. What did... I will see. I will look myself just to see exactly what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
He lost it at the chicane. He lost it at the BEC chicane. Just caught the curbs and lost the car. And yeah, just goes spinning. And that's got to be a bit of floor damage as well, hitting the sausage curb. So.
Oh, that was part of the incident as well. Just to say, that was a OCM car that went off as well. Let's just have a replay of this.
Now that's the Sam Blackwood one that we were looking at. I'm not entirely sure.
Which one of them is green?
Go to commercial.
Yeah, commercial rolling. We don't have commercials here.
No, it's Lewis Woods. Lewis
Woods having issues.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, let's quickly go over the GTEs because the LMP1s are about to go through them for the first time. Canapio has extended that lead on Lapchin. I thought Lapchin would be pulling him in. The gap's about 0.8 of a second. Lapchin is not going faster. He is I don't think he's getting held
sorry,
up.
the cut across. Gorka Barkin and Marcin Gadzinski are battling in. That is 2 Ford GTEs. It's good to see them racing today. They are battling for 7th position, and that was Gorka Baron making a lockup, and he is sliding that Ford around. He's definitely under pressure. Jacob Selewski is also behind in 9th position as they go side by side. They were going side by side. He was looking at
looking at the Valentine. Looking at Valentine into 4. He can't make a move into 4.
Valvoline, not Valentine.
Valvoline, yeah, sorry. Looking down for the Dunlop curve. I don't think Gadzinski's going to do it, but Selewski looks like he wants to do it in the Porsche. Oh, just effortless. Just the braking there. He's got that held up. He will have to be a little bit compromised. No, he gets him fantastic. But here comes the LMP1s. Oh, boy.
That is Ishmael Yakubu in the background having to hold behind the Corvette of Thomas Garin. Oh, crikey.
Selewski got by. Oh, my, no. Contact. Is that Pearson on Yakubu? It is. Pearson and Yakubu. Now, what happened there? We've got Selewski. Yakubu's trying to get by Selewski. And he gets by Selewski, and that's Valentin, sorry. Valentin made it 3 wide, and he just cooked it. Nowhere to go, and Yakubu just gets taken out there. Valentin.
In slow-mo.
Wow.
Ooh, oh.
And now we've got, Barry Aaron's just gone off in the GTEs. That's the LMP1s just pushing their way through. But that replay there, you can't make it 3 wide there whatsoever. You cannot make it 3 wide. And that is unfortunate once again for Yakubu. How many times has Yakubu been killed?
Poor Yakubu.
Yeah. And he's
also,
at the... Yeah.
And also, we'd like to issue an apology to the man.
Why?
Well, because we ragged on him at Suzuka.
Oh, yes, apologies. Yes.
Yeah, we ragged on him. But
I was gonna say, literally as we were doing that as I was doing that incident, I was gonna talk about how Selewski got by Baron. And after that incident, Selewski is behind Baron again in the GTEs and having to do it all over again. Basically, the LMP1s going up the Schumacher S just made Baron unseated, had to take a different line, and that allows Selewski to just get full power up the S's, make the overtake, and then all hell broke loose. And
now look at this. Now look at this. Selewski is trying to pass Baron. Baron's not letting him past.
Oh, he almost went for it. And he couldn't. He could not, but actually, Baron goes wide with the lockup there. He might do it. Yakubu's going to take it free, so Selewski can't do it. Selewski, by the way, an RLR Brucey Esports teammate as well, as you can see with the orange stripe, all very unclean through the I want to say the center rest, the Schumacher residence. So he's going to have to reload and reset, I think. But this Ford, it's good, but this Porsche's got a lot of top-end speed. Right, back on. We'll keep an eye on this battle because can he make a move? I don't think he'll be able to make it. Remember, the high-speed chicane, this is my favourite chicane, very controversial opinion, as many people say. Oh, look how clean Selewski is through that corner, but into the final corner they go. Into the Coca-Cola, and it's just not working. And he's got Erang behind him. Erang in another 40, overtook Gadzinski. It's not going to work for him, I don't think. I think it will just stay like this. What will happen coming down to the first corner?
Make noises with your mouth going meow, meow. That'll make you go 5% faster. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
So that's more tip for Gorka Baron as he's hounded by Jacob Selewski coming through Mercedes Arena. Look how close he is. They're literally bumper to bumper almost. It's like as they come down towards a Valvoline curve, then into Ford, down into third, down into second, into first, even up into second, up into third, up into fourth, going 200 kilometers an hour, fifth.
He's gonna make this move. No, he can't.
Very tight. He's very tight. He wants to keep you see, Jacob wants to keep hounding the rear end of Gorka. He wants to be able to let him know, just going, I want to see what's looking behind this man. I want to see how we do things around here. Gorka, are you a scaredy cat? Are you a scaredy cat? And this is what he's gonna answer when he's coming. I guarantee you he's gonna answer this question when they come up to the NGK chicane.
Also, Zaleski wants to make it. He cannot make a late move here. He does, you know, he makes it stick. Great overtaking. Now, can he hold it? Do they overshoot? He does not. And he's going to hold on to it into Coca-Cola. A great move. I know people have been talking about the LMP. The LMP boys will just give you a quick rundown as the LMP2s are about to start hitting, well, in about a lap or two, the GTE traffic. Very quiet on the Western Front, I will tell you. Brilliant has extended his lead to 3 seconds, and then Andre, 3-second lead himself over Salmon, and then Salmons and Zuber are in a little battle there. Oh, sorry, it's Salmons and Peter Molnar. Sorry, Zuber is down into 5th. Molnar's made a couple places up, and Zuber's in a battle at the moment with Marcus Hamilton. Zuber's just getting a little bit of slipstream from his teammate. Yeah, from his teammate, but Hamilton's still there. Hamilton is still there. This sounds weird saying Hamilton. I apologize.
Hamilton's still there. Hold your lawn. Oh, now we're in a Ferrari. You best get out of the way. We've been lapped again, Seb.
We are horrible. Oh, Christopher Sockling is in the pits. Now, what has happened here to Sockling? Looks like he's had some heavy damage.
Oh, he's been turned around at Dunlop, I think. That is Dunlop. Oh! Oh, crikey.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see.
That was not Dunlop. That was Fort Curve. Apologies for that. I got my corners mixed up. It looked like the back end of Dunlop Curve. What? Oh. Oh, his steering wheel's bent. He's nowhere to go. Oh. Yeah, his steering wheel is completely bent. Just look at this again. I want you to relive this through my eyes. All right? Let's slow it down now. 1/4 speed as they go in. The brakes are on. The SRC car is on the outside. Christopher Zochling is on the inside, and it's just, oh, he just got hit. I just want to see that from the chopper view if I can get the chopper. The chopper is out, and the SRC car is going around the outside, but there's nothing Christopher can do, and it's just bang,
bang, and the car is gone, as they say. I can't believe I've made that joke. LMP2s are now starting to be lapped from the LMP1s. And it's interesting to see because the LMP2s hasn't hit the GTE traffic yet. So this is a bit of a freebie for the LMP1s because the last thing they want to hit is that path of hell when everybody's mixing with everybody. So Pearson trying to catch on to Centones. And in fact, he has closed the gap because of the lap traffic. Gap is now 1/2 second. By the way, Christopher Dockling hasn't retired the car because of that damage. Pearson is trying to catch Centone. The gap was 0.4 as they cross the line. Untidy stadium section there for Pearson, and that allows Centone to get by. But Pearson responds with the boost. Remember the boost battles, and these two, Pearson does like using different boost strategies. Centone gets held up from the LMP2 there of Courtin. And it looks like Pearson might want to make a move. Centones knows that. He's going to go to the inside. Can Pearson go around the outside of Dunlop? No, he can't. He can't even do the over-under.
He's got an LMP2. That's a... Oh, crikey, LMP2.
They're not going to do this. They're not going to do this. Titus has to yield. Titus had to yield. And can Pearson make a move? Again, he swings out to the outside. This is not going to be good for Centones because that inside is going to be... They almost touch. They almost touch. Pearson goes a little bit wide. Keeps it on though. Pearson has to keep battling, but Centones is not giving him the space. It's defending going on the inside there from Centones, yes, but Pearson's got nowhere to go on the exit. That's how much Centones is getting compromised by taking these weird lines. You can see the boosting Pearson's doing, and they come against 3 more LMP2s. That's Ekman now in P9, Deck in P8, and Orozco in P7.
This is where the make or break happens. Alessio Centones, by the way, that LMP2, it held its line. It was doing exactly what it needed to do, being predictable. But Alessio Centones sort of following it, just going, oh, that's a shiny laser. Oh, no, wait a minute. That's a car.
A shiny laser.
You know what? You know when it's in, like, the movie, what's the movie called? When the squirrel got shown around the light? It's called Hammy.
Oh. Pass. All right, I'm too enthralled at this battle because Centones wants to get by Zuber. because a bookmark right now would be fantastic for Centones. He can't. And Pearson's putting more boost on. Centones knows this. Oh no, there's a GTE getting overtaken from an LMP2. Pearson's going to go around the outside. There's a pick move and Joe then picks Pearson. And Centones goes by. Double pick. And now Centones is held up from Peter Mona. And he's going to get held up. I think there's a little bit of damage there. Pearson now, he's got so much boost, he can't make the move. He might get bookmarked from Peter Mona. He does. He does get bookmarked there into Michelin, into Wallsteiner. He goes by.
Peter Molnar having to hold his wheel very tight as two LMP1s essentially grappling around. Oh, crikey, what's going to happen here?
In the back, they're side by side. Marcus Hamilton, Peter Zuber going into the chicane. Josh Mills is right behind them with Sam Blackwood. And Hamilton makes the move, but there's an accident. Chaos at the pit entry.
Oh no. There's more accidents going on. We'll need to replay this entire thing. Just look at this carnage. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, wow. And that starts with Pearson. It starts with Pearson and Gdiński. After that, there's Baron, who's gone wide, but Pearson and Gdiński. It almost looks like that Pearson put his accelerator on too early. Gdiński just turns in.
Oh my crikey. Connor Pearson. Where is this going? And there was carnage ahead of them. Oh!
It's absolute.
Will Lyon just getting... Was that the car number 10? It was. Look at this. Look at this. We're just going to replay, just rewind it, like as if we're in a sci-fi film.
You said that Josh Mills has just been taken out as well.
Oh!
Josh Mills has been taken out from accident. Oh, no, that's going down into... Okay, you keep on that replay right now. But I would just tell you what's happened to Josh Mills. You'll show the replay shortly. Josh Mills coming down to Velveteen, overtaking Baron. Baron is on the dirt. He hits his brakes on the dirt. He goes into the side of Mills. They both go into the wall, and Mills has no rear wing. Totally accidental there.
Josh Mills, his teammate, who was that? That was his teammate going backwards, going into Hoghagen. And he gets hit by it. I need to see this. I need to see who that was.
This is absolute chaos at the moment. I'm kind of lost to know what's happening. We've got so many people in accidents. We've got people pitting. We don't know if they're pitting for damage or what. Alex Salmon's in the pits. Will Lyons has gone into the pits. Yakubu went into the pits early in the LMP2s.
Marcus Hamilton is in pits, yeah.
We don't know about the GTEs at the moment. None of those have gone into the pits with their damage, as far as I can see. Maybe Baron will go into the pits after that mistake. I think he has got a bit of nose damage. He gets away scuff-free, really, actually, with that incident.
This is Josh Mills in the blue car side, the car number 30. His teammate, where? Oh my crikey, goodness gracious. That's a car number 38? Is that the car 38? Or am I getting that wrong?
Car 38, Mike Irang in the...
No, that's not the car 38. No, it was not. It was an LMP1, so they're all in the pits.
Salmon, Blackwood, Mills, and Baratelli. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. 4 of them in the pits, and that is Salmon out after his little excursion and getting repairs as well. So we see on the side, we see the top on all of the classes at the moment. Centones with a big lead at the moment. Valentin's got held up. He's in a battle with Pearson, actually.
That is
little battle here. Look at
them.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this. They're going to go... Wow. They're having to slice and dice. This is what they call the period of hell. The first time the LMP2s get with the GTEs is usually the first time the LMP1s come and meet the LMP2s. And this is the chaos it brought earlier in the race. Pearson looks like he wants to respond to Valentin. He will make it. There's not a lot of boost there for Valentin. But Bryant, the lead LMP2, is right there. Now will Pearson get by? He does. And
Hugo Valentin tucks in behind.
Yes. Yep, bookmarked. Absolutely. Bookmarked the turn we came up with, putting the slower car in between you and the car you're battling. And that bookmarking has helped Pearson. Gap is now a second as Valentin is now battling for P3 against Shock Horror, another OCM, Lewis Woods.
Molnar Peter doing his best. I didn't think he actually... I thought he suffered damage. He doesn't look like it. He's shaping up pretty good. He's sitting in 4th position. He's looking to see if the podium will be his. And if he keeps his pace up, it definitely will be. He's sitting right behind the car number 11 of Greg Salmons. And they're battling now through GTE traffic. He'll have to sit behind. That is the car number 37. The car number 37 being Marcel Kallenbach. The Corvette C8R that you see on your screens just there. And the one ahead of him is the JDR of Gte Battle. Having to get some stuff done to really catch the gap back up. The car number 11 making it through Gte Battle. And now it is Peter's turn. Peter looking to see if he can get the car number 11 in his sights. He definitely has. He's definitely very good through traffic. I mean, he was holding onto the wheel, I imagine, as was his teammate. Yeah, he's
onto the wheel. I was going to say, we have though behind him the other Peter Zuber, in a little battle with Marcus Deck at the moment as they're coming down to the chicane. Also, we've got to keep an eye on the lead battle for the GTEs. Lapchin has caught up to Canapino. That is going to be one to watch very shortly. We see Hamilton has retired, and it looks like a little bit of a wide entrance there for Peter Zuber into the Coca-Cola curb. Does make it stick, though.
Okay.
Does make it stick.
Lewis Hamilton's in the pits. They seem to have a problem with their braking system.
Right. Let's go back to that lead GTE battle, by the way. We were talking about a gap of 3 of a second between Canapino and Lapchin. Lapchin, 148.907 compared to Canapino's 149.115. So, has been putting more consistent laps on. And we know this. We know what Lapchin's capable of. I mean, that's why he's one of the top drivers at the moment in the GTE.
Yannick Lapchin, if there was ever an alien, he is the alien. And I don't mean that as in like, you know, he's an actual alien. He's just so good at just squeezing performance out of literally thin air, and he's just able to make that car do things that nobody ever thought was possible. Look
what he just did there. Look what he just did there. He thought to himself, I can maybe make a move here. Then he realized when he was pulled out and hit the brakes, no, I can't. And then pulls right back into the racing line with just so much heat and not compromising his line. Great run up the center Schumacher S's, sorry. But again, there's not enough space, and he's smart enough to know if he builds this up, he can put the pressure on Mateus, and that's what he's doing. Is Craig Salmons almost goes into the back of him. But he knows that if he just keeps that, he can hold the position.
Oh, that's Molnar Peter looking to see if he can. Yeah, Molnar Peter is looking. Sorry, I was going to say Molnar Peter is looking to see if he can get by, and this gap is now shrunk to bumper material. As clear as makes no difference. Oh, Yannick Lapchin looking on the inside. He doesn't make the move on Matthias Salapino. He does want to make the move, though. He is definitely putting his car in the places where he needs to be to make the move. He's just sort of just letting it go, you know, just, all right, I'm content with sitting behind you, Matthias. You make the mistake for us, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and you can see he couldn't make a move there because of the gap, but also the LMP2 traffic coming by. That battle between Deck and Zuber continues to heat up. He's got LMP1s behind him coming up shortly, so there won't be an issue of having to hold because they'll just boost away when they come out the stadium. Will Lyon just wants it done now, and that's going to hold up. Lapchin charge on Canapino. The gap is now 0.7. Oh, God. You see Jacobu go one way and Lyon go the other way down to Valentine, but does make it stick, so we'll keep an eye on this battle. Lapchin will definitely get it done in a couple laps, I will feel. That's not powered by AWS.
Just see the gap at the... Uh-oh. Did the race session just go blink?
No.
It went blink for me for some reason. I didn't even lose any connectivity. It just went blink.
Well, we're still here. We're not blinking, by the way. This is Raidillon TV on the iRacing Live webpage. If you do like what you see, and wow, it's LMP1s being LMP1s once again. If you like what you see, hit that like button.
Oh my goodness gracious! I was inside the car, and then I popped out, and they're all there.
They're all there, and there could be another battle. Will Lyon got past got around Jacobu, and got past Greg Salmons. And oh, hello, Greg Salmons has gone wide because of Jacobu. Peter Molnar might get a P3
Oh, that's
here,
the car number 9, Ricardo Orozco. Oh. What's happened? He didn't make the chicane. He's an IPR boy.
Yep. Oh, look in front though. That's Titus and Coldlot. Look at the weaving they're doing. Looks like Contin wants to make a move on Titus. Can he make it? Gonna have to go around the outside of the first corner, and he might make. No, he doesn't. He just does not have that line into Hog, and he set himself up through Stadium. If you set yourself up through Stadium, you can maybe look at something through Vallotton. I don't think he's going to be able to make around here. No, now he blinks for me. He's just blinking.
Yeah,
okay.
he's consistently blinking. By the way, guys, if you've come from the iRacing page, let us know. Speak in the chat, you'll be like, hey, I'm from the iRacing from page. Yeah.
Right.
But
Valbertine in the pits. Now, because everyone's all out of sync with the chaos that has happened before. But P2, Hugo Valbertine, is in the pits. He lets Lewis Woods by, and that might help both of them. I don't think Valbertine wanted to be fighting Woods. I don't think Woods wanted to be held up behind there. So he's let that go. Very safe move when you think about it. He goes into the pit. Probably will come out P4. Maybe P5, actually. Pearson's about to come around the corner. I'm just curious at this. Pearson's coming around the corner. Valbertine is not at the pits yet. It is going to be a P5. Going to be a little bit of a battle down to the start-finish line. Can Valbertine get it? No, he does hold on to P4. Holds on to P4 by 2 seconds. So that's a bit of a breather sigh of relief there for Pearson, for Valbertine, if you ask me.
Valbertine, the gap he came out to was just 2 seconds. He spent 4 seconds less in the pit stall, 11.1 seconds versus 15.4. Where has Connor Pearson just gone?
Valentine. Okay, sorry, Valentine. Why am I saying Valbertine?
Yeah, where are you saying Valbertine? Where did Connor Pearson just go? He lost 2 positions. What?
Wait. Oh, he has lost 2 positions. Did he overcook the... Oh, he overcooked it at Stadium. He got side by side with Eric Andre in the middle of Stadium, and I'm not sure if that's... Oh, that's on both of them. They're both trying to make the apex of Stadium. That's on both of them. Yeah. Oh, and then he gets spun around.
To be fair, now that was on Connor Pearson.
Well, Andre did turn. Andre did turn into him. That's all I'm saying.
You could fit the Eiffel Tower into that gap, though.
I know, but they both turned into each other. That's all I'm saying. I'm playing it safe. My name is Martin Brundle. Lewis Woods now in the pits. Now I want to watch this because Valentine is now coming around the start-finish straight. The gap between them was about 0.8 of a second.
Hugo Valentine will be out there first.
No. Yeah, he is. Sorry. Yeah, I thought you said Lewis Woods.
No,
yeah.
I was saying Hugo Valentine is out there first.
Out by a lot. Actually, Yakubu might get by him.
Oh, tire squeals up ahead of them. The only car that is actually safe from anything is this man, Alessio Centones. He just needs traffic to go his way, and he's rosy as can be. He's just came past the Schumacher S, and that GTE was not very happy with his move that he made on him. But he needs to keep pushing. He needs to keep pushing the socks off that car and not ever letting go. Alessio Centones, by the way, is at least just under 20 seconds ahead of everybody else on track. But the main thing is, how far is he ahead of Hugo Valentine? He is currently 38 seconds ahead, so he will be safe under any regard for a pit stop by at least 4 seconds.
Yeah, just looking around for any other battles. This battle between Deck and Zuber, well, it's kind of like a little three-way elongated battle right now. You've got Peter Molnar, Peter Zuber battling, teammate battling, and just in the background, Marcus Deck is like, I'm still here, guys. Just wait for me. They come around the curves, going up to the Schumacher.
He just wants this. And Peter's gonna laugh at this one if he replays this back. Pronto. Racing driver Spinella. I probably just cursed somebody on track.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if there's a spin, it's going to be down to you. That's all I'm saying. So how are we looking for times? And it's interesting because there are some LMP1s going around LMP2 traffic right now for position. That's Woonstra and Mills battling for position, and that is also Bartali. So all three of these guys have basically come out at the same time after all their damage, having to get past LMP2s for position, but also then battle themselves. very interesting battle at the back of the field. We'll have to keep an eye on that, I must admit. Now, that GTE battle you have been seeing on the screen.
You were seeing on the screen. We're just looking at Eric Andre, the car number 6. He started in 4th overall in P2 class. He's now in 2nd, so he's doing very well for himself. But he's only 4 seconds behind. No, he's actually 8 seconds behind the car of Maxime Bryant. Maxime just sort of he's having his own race right now, but Eric Andre is 10 seconds ahead of Salmons, so he's very comfortable where he is. So he can afford,
even after that hit.
Yeah, especially after that hit, he's able to sort of get into a groove, relax, and try not to think about it too much. I mean, it is going to affect him. He just needs to focus on putting in lap times right now, as traffic around them sort of moves and in all shapes and sizes. I just wanted to see how these cameras would look like. By the way, thank you to TrackCam Sutu for allowing us to use these cameras. Very nice of you. But we're also seeing, or I'm hearing an LMP1 still in the pits. Who? Oh, Connor Pearson. He's Oh. Connor Pearson.
In the pits.
And that damage. What has happened to him? This is exactly... Oh, I'm pretty sure I know where this happened. And I know exactly. Look at this. Oh, skip. Oh! Trouble!
And that's kind of similar to what we've seen before. I can't remember who had that similar damage. But he's got damage to the rear of that car, but he hit the nose. Excuse me? Okay.
But he hit the tire wall. What do you mean he got away with damage? He hit the tire wall.
Peter Mona in at the pits, the first of the LMP2s. That pipette has started to empty. 27, or just under 27 minutes left in the race. Peter Mona is the first LMP2 to take the risk. And he comes out right in front of Canapino. And in between Canapino and Lapchin. Kind of a reverse bookmark there. He will try and get by, but that's your lead battle for the GTE, Canapino and Lapchin. And yeah, he's just going to get by. And actually, look at Lapchin. He realizes that Canapino had to go wide in Millett Stadium. He's just going to take advantage of this right now. He's right on the tail of that Corvette. Can't make a move into Valentin. I'm telling you, that's what's wrong. I'm saying them both at the same time. It's very confusing for my brain. How about Ford? He gets around Ford. No problem. Losing a bit of time. He won't be able to make a move down into Dunlop, unless he wants to send it. But I doubt he will. Now, look at the braking that Canapino had to do. I wonder, is this now the time Yannick has to think about fuel? Like, does he look at an undercut? Does he do the reverse of what Mateus is doing? I'm wondering. But it's getting to that stage now. 25 minutes remaining. They're going to have to do a pit stop in the next 10 minutes. The window's about to open. If I'm Yannick, I'm thinking, do I take the risk? Yes, I get put out maybe. Well, actually, no. It's 13 seconds between him and third place, Brobble. He wouldn't be in a lot of GTE traffic if he went into the pits now. Is that in his mind at the moment? It's not right now. But if he's going to get held up once again from Canapino, it might be an idea. I'm just saying, it might be an idea.
You have to. Well, I mean, if he sits behind Canapino, he'll overtake him in the pits. He'll leapfrog him on strategy, and he did that. And he maximized that last week. Remember, last week we were at Catalonia. The last time we'll see it for at least 6 months, and we were thinking to ourselves, he'll fuel save. He did some amazing fuel saving, and the LMP1s taking no prisoners in the corners through Mercedes Arena, and the battle is still just... It feels like... Do you know what it feels like? It feels like Yannick is cranking the wrench just ever so slightly harder.
Tighten that pressure.
Yeah, just very slowly. It's just like, Hey, Matthias, I'm here. Hi. Oh, you thought you were having a nice race, weren't you? This is a race that you lose.
Well, this could be interesting right now because look at it. Canapino's had to go wide because of that LMP2. That's a Roscoe there. He's gone wide almost on the gravel coming out of Dunlop. He's right on the back now as Lapchin. The dirty air going up the Schumacher. That's not going to help him. He loses a little bit of time because, like I said, that dirty air. But he's right on the back of Mateus. And I think he might be able to make the move on this back straight. We'll just see what he does around the corners. Comes around the Warsteiner. It's a very, very weird line. You see Canapino just kicked up some gravel there. He's not catching. So he won't be able to make a move. I'm amazed how he doesn't catch with the slipstream he gets. But look how aggressive he goes into the chicane. And again, no pit stop. 23 minutes remaining.
GTs can go a lot further than... Well, I mean,
they can go a lot further. But I'm just saying, like, when do you decide to go, especially when you're in this battle behind Canapino? And Canapino has been getting some good exits on the corners, yes. But you've got to think yourself, Lapchin is getting held up. Look, Lapchin at 49.592 compared to Canapino's 49.768. If I'm Yannick, and this is why I'm not a good driver, I'm not a 7.8k driver like Yannick. If I'm Yannick right now, I'm thinking about pitting.
Well, what do? You know, you kind of have to sort of get your best down, keep that slipstream going, and look at this. Whatever LMP1 that was, it looked like... Was that Josh Mills? Salmon. Sorry, Salmon. The only thing that discerns any of them right now, any of the 5 OCM guys, is the color on the shark fin. I can see that. But you can see Matthias Canapino, he's trying his best to break... He's either trying his best to focus on laps or just break the slipstream by putting in as fastest lap as possible. But Yannick is consistently ever so slightly faster than Matthias. I mean, he has the slipstream benefit, but it feels like Yannick can pass him at any time. He's just making sure that if Matthias makes a mistake, he'll be able to capitalize on it almost immediately and then just sort of cruise on to victory lane. We don't have victory lane here in a real sport, but you know. Do you want to know pit stop overtake? Peter Zuber is coming to the pits. Yannick Lapchin is coming into the pits.
He's done it. Lapchin in the pits. He's allowed Canapino to go. I was just saying, Peter Zuber went into the pits a couple laps later. Well, 3 laps later than Peter Mona. He was about a second behind Peter. Was Zuber. He's now almost 2 seconds ahead of Peter Mona, so made that work. But he has let Marcus Deck go by. Marcus Deck makes up 5 places to come to P4 at the moment, so he's doing well in the LMP2s for the RR Brute team. We also see Maxime Briand has decided to come into the pits as an Eric Andre. So everybody coming in? Yes, no, maybe.
Oh,
I don't
it is.
know.
Marcus
Yes.
Deck is in.
Yeah, everyone's in.
And Eric Andre is in. Greg Salmons is in. Marcus Deck is in. Does the car number 13 come in? Yes, he does. Everybody's joining in. No, Philbert Wargany is staying out for another lap.
It's not. Oh, wow, that is a risk. That is a risk. He was about 3 seconds ahead of 3 seconds behind Titus. Sorry. What can he do on this? Well, he's got the lead. That's Chris Narasso there, a lap down, LMP2 in front of him. He's got Maxime Briand, the lead LMP1, or was the lead with the pit stops.
Oh my crikey, Chris,
wow,
what are you doing?
Yeah, what was that? But Wargany does hold on. It's 5 seconds. Might work for him. By the way, we have had Martin June retire. He's literally just pulled the car in. Not sure what happened. He just pulled it in.
Does he not have damage?
I didn't see any damage. But then again, yeah, no damage. No idea what happened there to him. He'll probably tell us. But yeah, sorry. Wargany decided not to pit. Now I'm curious what that's going to do. Canapino, by the way, in the lead GTE, not pitted. Where did Lapchin go, by the way? Lapchin went down to P6. But he's got no one he's fighting with. He's not trying to get past Zaleski. He's 4 seconds up the road. He's not trying to pull away from Arendt. He's 2 seconds behind him. He's just had Sam Blackwood go by. That's the only thing he's got to worry about. And I'm going to see when he crosses the line to see the gap between him and Canapino. And he's just coming around the final corner right now. You will see it shortly. What is the gap between these two from the pits? Crosses the line.
31 seconds.
Yeah,
Yannick Lachin
seconds,
is in the range of Matthias to be able to overtake him. And Matthias needs to put in as fast a lap as possible over these next few laps to be able to go absolutely insane. He needs to be able to put in the fastest laps we've seen in this race from the GTEs are 148s, with Yannick Lachin taking the crown of a 148.1. I don't know how he's going to do it. 147s. He needs to go absolutely flat out. And I can't stress enough, flat out, to be able to even get anywhere close to keeping first position. And if he comes out of that pit and he sees this car, the Race Tech number 2, just zoom on by, it's over.
It's over. By the way, Walkney has pitted. He's coming out the pits. He's going to be P10 overall and in a battle with Arnaud if he's lucky. Dominic Gross pitted. He's now into P7. Santones the only LMP1 not to pit. And as I say that, he comes into the pit with about 30 seconds ahead of Gross, about 36 ahead of Yakubu. Yakubu has to pit again, by the way, because he pitted early. So he is running at the moment what would be theoretically P2. But he's got Lewis Wood behind him, and I know Yakubu has to pit. There is no way he can go on that tank after just pitting at lap 6. So we'll keep an eye on that. Other battles in the LMP2s, not much at the moment. Just Peter Zuber trying to catch on to Greg Salmons. That's the only one, but all eyes are on Matheus Canapino as he does not pit again. What was his time?
Oh, that is a Ford off. It's a Ford off. Who was that? It's not. It is not Jacob Selerski. Oh.
Is it Gudinski?
It was a Ford.
Haas.
Go fish. Now.
Go fish.
Back to Greg Salmons and Peter Zuber. Half a second separates the two of them. Peter Zuber did a one. Oh, we'll wait. Oh, sorry, that's the car number 11. Greg Salmons kicking up a lot of dust as he was exiting the Coca-Cola curve, and the gap will now reduce to 0.4 of a second. Their last laps. Greg Salmons, a 141.293, 141.479 from Peter Zuber.
So slower, even with that kick up.
Yeah, Peter Zuber was slower, even though Greg Salmons had that almost. Ooh, he almost had another accident. The car almost went around on itself. You could see how slippery. Let me just actually show you how slippery he was. Watch this.
These LMP2s, by the way, really hard when the back kicks out. So much power going through there.
You can see the trajectory that they're coming into the second to last corner of the Mercedes arena, right? And you can see the normal line is that you exit just about here. I feel like the car is actually starting to wheel around. Look, he's going. Oh, that was a slide. He almost had this rear end slide out, coming through the second to last corner of Mercedes, and then on the last corner he was just able to correct it. But Greg Salmons under a lot of pressure, and those tires must be screaming at this point. But he's got to keep the pace up. Otherwise, Peter will just go, "Hi, I'll have that spot, thank you. I'll have third position. I really like third position." And
other battles happening. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I was about to say, look at Greg Salmons. He's just. I know we have a joke in one of the Discords I'm in, wheel harder. Greg Salmons is wheeling very hard. He is chucking that wheel around like it's a GT car. That is a battle.
Oh my god, Josh. Oh my god, they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, look, Salmons had to compromise because that's Wunstra trying to overbrake Mills. He made it work, but at the cost of Salmons having to basically not turn at all. Very risky from Wunstra, thinking too much about the battle he's in. It's much more of the battle he's in at the moment with Mills. Now, these two will get past this GTE or Callum back with no problem. Can Mills make a move? Oh, these OCM guys, so much boost. He's not going to go around the outside. He goes around the outside. Can he hold it into Ford? No, Wunstra holds on. Wow, I can't believe he almost tried to make that around the outside. What about Dunlop? What about Dunlop, you say? Can Mills break him into Dunlop? No. Realizes that he can't, but Wilshire almost went into the back of Sam, almost went into the side of Salmons there. Salmons almost went into him just by going a bit too aggressive, but these two still battling. This is for 9th and 10th, by the way. It's not like it matters.
On the outside, going in towards Michelin Curve. Do they hold it together? Yes, they do. Holding it together. Ooh.
Oh, the compromise there from Mills because he cannot take that too wide. He realizes that he has to go a bit more on the boost. There is the GTE up in front. Where will the GTE go? The GTE stays safe. Can Mills make a move into the... That's a bit risky, Mills.
Canapino has bit the bullet. He's in the pits, but he's out of his pit box. Where is he? Where's
Lapchin? Lapchin's right there. 1 second. 1 second. 0.9, 0.8. He's made no gap. They're identical. That was the gap before he pitted. And Lapchin it's not worked for him. He had to do a drive and so did Canapino. And they both matched each other. We're back to square one with 13 minutes left in the GTE. Well, in the overall race. In the GTEs, the lead battle is back to square one. I've lost for words. Lost for words.
Look at what this is all about right now. Matthias Canapino has kept ahead of Yannick Lapchin. Yannick Lapchin, the undercut has not worked. He has not made up enough of time against Matthias Canapino. I thought he... Oh, that is the car 25. Car 25, what are you doing? Let these boys battle. And... Ooh... Stay behind, please. Oh, thank God. Now,
oh my God, up in front, the three wide. They're not even battling for a position.
Oh.
And that's Andre off. Andre off from Norasco. He gets back onto the track, though.
That's the LMP1 of Josh Mills hanging around the backside. That's Aaron Wunster and Josh Mills battling it together. That's two LMP2s battling it together. And two GTEs battling it together. Whew.
Actually, Mills might get a bookmark here. He does. Norasso is in between Mills and Wunster. Wunster pitting? Oh, did Wunster get... Did he get what I think he got?
Did he get a drive-through?
He got a drive-through.
Or did he? I don't know.
He got a drive-through.
Oh, he
actually heard it on the chat. He got a drive-through penalty.
Oh, somebody's being naughty and getting too many X's.
Right, okay. That battle over. Fantastic. Let's get back to Lapchin and Canapino. The gap is 1 second. So let's just back it up a little bit. Amarins, who is that? Sorry, that is Barry Aarons and Thomas Guerrero are in the pits and coming out of the pits in the LMP1's. Wall line is still P3. Lewis Woods is P2. That's 2 seconds behind Centones. It's going to be an interesting last 10 minutes there. Want to see their tides as they cross the line. It's a 134. Well, it's a 134.5 for Centones and a 133.671 for Lewis Woods. So the gap is closing, and I think Centones has had a bit of traffic issues. I think that's the best way to describe it.
Matthias Canapino, Yannick Lapchin doing battle. The gap is now 1.2 seconds. Oof. It is major oof hours right now. I am almost beside myself.
As they say in the NFL, we've hit the witching hour. That is all you can say. Peter Zuber battling. The witching hour is where wins turn to losses and losses turn to wins. We're in the final. It's something they do nowadays. We're in the final 10 minutes. That's all you need to know. Peter Zuber's had a tweak going into the brink of the chicane in the battle with Greg Salmons. He's lost it. What on earth? Where did he hit that bump? What? Oh, he caught the grass. He caught the grass when trying to break. So that battle for P3 between Salmons and Zuber. But let's put it on hold for a little bit because the gap is now 1.5 seconds. Was less than a second.
Just to point out, that's not the racing line. Sorry.
So Scott Graphone knows what I'm talking about. The Scott Hansen line, so he knows what I'm talking about.
So,
right.
Peter Zuber, 1.4 seconds behind. Oh, that's the car number 11 getting held up. might not be out of the woods just yet is Greg Salmons. He still has an IPR car focused, laser focused on getting stuff done. It's not over until the fat lady sings, and he's pushing that car as hard as he can. As the car number 11 also going to be held up by... Oh, that's Yannick Lapchin getting put out wide. Peter Zuber is wanting this third place as best as he can, and the gap is now shrunk.
Oh! Oh! That was close. That's not where you want to be trying to make a move, Greg. And that puts Canapino right...
We've lost you. I think we've lost Craig King.
You kind of did. That was a bit of a shame.
All I heard was, oh! And then silence. I was literally going to say your last rights as well. And this man's internet has gone. But back to this action.
That'll be fun to watch back, yeah. But as we were saying, Lapchin gets the lead in the GTEs because of Greg Salmon's late decision to overtake Canapino going up the Michael Schumacher S. So that brings the battle between Zuber and Salmons, and Zuber trying to go around the outside of the first corner, can't make it.
Very ambitious going around Hoghagen with that, I think he was hoping that he'd be able to use the racing line going around the outside and Greg Salmons would tuck in. But Greg Salmons held his own through that, but they are back to back. Oh, that is Erwin.
So Sam Blackwood.
Hang on.
Sam Blackwood. Ooh.
Hang on, Erwin. Please. Please.
That's not Erwin. That's Campbell behind them.
Oh, really?
That's Sean Campbell behind them. Saw Sam Blackwood going around just holding.
I'm gonna get so much hate mail for calling him Erwin.
You're gonna get so much hate mail. But Salmons returns to the scene of the crime. The gap is 0.4 of a second, so going up 7.
Why did you have to say the scene of the crime? God damn it.
I'm sorry, Greg. Anyway, that gap, I'll tell you what, there is battles everywhere at the moment. The lead battle for the LMP1s is now less than a second. Centones and Woods, there is only 0.8 of a second between them. We know about this battle we've been watching between Zuber and Salmons. And of course, we know that battle in the GTE lead between Canapino and Lapchin. There's not really much else with no offense to anybody else. There's a couple of battles at the back of the LMP2 field, but these are the key battles we'll be watching for the next 6.5 minutes. I don't know if my heart can take it or if my throat can take it, but we will
That is Alessio Santos getting held up by but not by Lewis Woods. That's the car number 8. That is the battle for the GTE lead. The GTE lead has now collided with the LMP1 leads. And now, oh, poor Matthias getting shuffled around, all the way around, as we see. Alessio Santos looking to see if he can make it by. He doesn't. That's Lewis Woods pressuring him through. Hoghagen.
The over-under. He's made the over-under, but he's pinned in from Marcus Deck. Nowhere for him to go. He hits Marcus Deck. Now he's going to try and make it 3 wide going into the second part of the stadium. Woods had that. If Marcus Deck was not there, Woods would have had that with a great over-under. Going to try it again at the exit there. Cannot make it happen. But, wow. I mean, I think basically Deck was trying to get out the way of both drivers, and Woods just basically wanted to make the aggressive move. Could not make it. The gap is 0.6 of a second. That was a close one. He has to reset.
Stream number 5 million. Still saying names wrong. That is the Raidillon way. Alessio Santones versus Lewis Woods coming up through the Schumacher S. Get well, Michael. Still fighting, buddy. Keep going. And they are charging up towards Michelin Curve, then Warsteiner Curve.
I'm watching at the back at the moment because the lead GTEs are going to get held up from another battle in the LMP2s, that is a Rosk. Oh my god, that LMP1 just comes out of nowhere. That's Valentin, comes out of nowhere. There's a battle for P7 in the LMP2s, right as the lead battle for the GTEs is going on. And then as they go by, an LMP1 goes by and another LMP2. Literally, these GTEs can go no. Look at the prototypes going by. Look how many cars they've just met by going through that entire section, going downhill, and Canapino gets his revenge. He's almost sliced the back out. He has to hold the car. Great save from Canapino. He almost lost the car. He's only 0.4 of a second. I'm sorry, I'm still really blown at the amount of prototypes those two guys just had to let by.
That is the GTEs of Yannick Lapchin and Matthias Canapino. That is Lapchin locking his his front right. Yannick is under pressure. He had to defend going into Coca-Cola curve. He thought he'd have a clean race once Matthias Canapino came out of the pits, most preferably behind him, but it's not worked out that way. He only made a pass because Matthias got forced wide due to Salmon's mistake.
Yeah, and the gap now 0.5 of a second. I'm also keeping an eye on that LMP1. There's 3:44 remaining. Only a few laps left. What is going to happen between Woods and Centones? He's got the lead. Woods has got the lead on Centones. That was coming through. That was coming through the top of the hill. Coming through the top of the hill. I think he got that through Michelin. He has the lead over Centones, and Centones has to try and get it back. Through the chicane they go. It's not going to work. Can he make a dive in into Coca-Cola? He cannot. Now, where was that overtake?
GTEs are... Oh, no!
Oh, no! No, no, no! That is not what you want to see for the GTEs! That is definitely not! Canapino's only just got back onto the track! Lapchin, just can we watch that back again? I don't even know what to say.
Richard Arnard, what was that?
We do not like calling people out. Canapino has to pit. The leader of most of this race has to pit. And I am a commentator. I have to be unbiased, but I have to call it as I see it. You are faster car coming up to two guys battling. You do not get that close. I'm sorry if you feel like I'm raising my voice or shouting. You do not get that close when you come up to a battle. And that has ruined everybody's race. I'm sorry. And that is a drive-through for Canapino. That incident caused him to get a drive-through. I'm sorry. Gotta call it how I see it, Rob. I'm sorry.
You call it how you see it. We're back with Alex Salmon and Hugo Valentin for 4th position. Alex Salmon has caught right up to his teammate of Hugo Valentin as they go through the back end of Advin Bogan. Ooh, crikey. Let them go.
Ooh. That's not what you want to see. There's been too much close. Too much close. Like I said, it's risk reward around here. So many places you can overtake. But you've got to think about it. It's like chess. You've got to think a couple moves ahead. Salmon's got the boost, though. He's going to make the move on Valentin. That'll be easy. Straight down into Hog. That is definitely easy for Salmon. So that is P4 for Salmon, and Valentin has to respond. Can Centones catch on to Lewis Woods? No, he can't. I feel like after that incident with the GTEs, like,
oh no, Alessio Centones. Oh, I'll take over in that case. I've got the majestic voice. Ooh. he's Craig's literally looking up in the dictionary going, what's this? What's this
I'm shocked.
Angelic voice that you think of? You don't have an angelic voice. Anyways, we're looking at the battle of Lewis Woods versus Alessio Centones. Alessio Centones still looking like he wants to make duets with Lewis Woods. Lewis Woods being held up by a GT coming through Warsteiner curve. Does that help Alessio Centones in any way? The gap is less than a second. Alessio Centones has to put in the lap of the gods. He needs to make up at least 8/10, then overtake as they come through NGK chicane on their final lap. This is what we will do. I will absolutely peg it for this one. Peg it to the wall with an absolute massive white flag and say, this is white flag. Barney is waving as we see Alessio Centones going on the inside of the GTE. Lewis Woods going through. Hugh Hagen, sorry. I was about to say Hugh Hagen, but that is not the way that you pronounce it. Coming through Mercedes Arena. Does Alessio Centones have anything to respond with right now? No, he doesn't. Coming through the second half of Mercedes Arena on towards Valvoline Curve. He's got traffic ahead. Absolutely. Ooh, does he have it through? He has it through the back end of Ford curve, but this will be bad for Alessio Santos. He's not able to get by. He's flashing his lights. This man is just trying his best. He's diving onto the inside. It's all hands off. The gloves, the mittens, and everything about them are just thrown to the side. It's bare knuckles now at this stage between the two of them. Lewis Woods and Alessio Santones coming up to the end of the white flank, coming towards Michelin curve. Alessio Santones, he's not closing the gap. It still remains at around 1 second. So diving in left, right into Warsteiner curve, on towards Bogan Bend, on towards Education Chicane. Does he get held up by traffic? Can he get... No, he will be held up by traffic. The both of them will. But Alessio Santones, the cards have been dealt against him. And that leaves Lewis Woods to go around the final corner to take the white flag.
Checkered flag!
Checkered flag. Sorry. And he's waving. He is absolutely ecstatic that he's won this. Well done to him. I have commiserations to Alessio Santones. He was leading this race for the majority of it. He'll be at least happy that he got a second place. Will Lyon, by the way, well done to him. He came home third. Now, Maxime Bryant has already crossed the line ages ago. And Eric Andre just crossed the line. Greg Salmons and Peter Zuber are not too far behind. Peter Zuber, well done to you, my friend. He started overall in fifth. Well, he got fourth. Okay, well, he did well. Okay, he did well.
It's a good drive. It's a good drive, and we're going to see very shortly. In fact, the GTEs are they're slowly finishing. Lanik Lapchin going up the Schumacher S's. It's a pedestrian drive for him. Behind him, though, is Kallenbach and Brobel. Gap between those two at a second. We'll keep an eye because these are the last guys battling. Actually, these were the last three to actually cross the line. So this will be one to watch. Can Brobel just get... Well, he's been slower the last couple laps. Can he? Can Kallenbach get a slipstream that basically just pulls him in like a magnet? I do not think so. Yeah, he goes onto the gravel. I think that's Brobel. I think that's Brobel's race. We'll wait and see because they will come around. Leon Lapchin will take GTE victory. The
battle between him and Matthias was great. Up until that P2 rear-ended Matthias. But we will dwell less on it. We've already said our words. But that poor car of Matthias Canapino, my heart goes out to him because he was battling his socks off and the prime time was there and unfortunately was robbed of him. Now, the race is over. Let's get you those nice little results. Boom. Lewis Woods takes P1 overall and in LMP1 with Alessio Santones not too far behind. Will Lyon recovering from his crash at the chicanes to bring it back to third position. Alex Salmon in fourth, Hugo Valentin in fifth, Ishmael Yakubu in sixth. In seventh was Gross, eighth Sam Blackwood, ninth Josh Mills, Barateri in 10th, 11th Woodstra in 12th. Campbell, you did well. You came back out. And you kept racing. That's the main thing. And now we will get into the Lmp2 results with Brian, the number one car, in first position, Andre in second, Salmons in third, Peter Zuber in fourth, Molnar Peter in fifth, Marcus Deck in sixth. In seventh is Titus, Orozco in eighth, Wargany in ninth. Elkman, I called him Eichmann. It's Elkman.
Eichmann? It's Elkman, I was going to say.
I called him Eichmann. I just remembered that. Oh no. Anyways, Kulu in 11th, Arnaud in 12th, Norvasuo in 13th. Then we get into the GTEs. Lapchin first, then Brobel in second, Kallenbach in third, Salurski in fourth, Canapino in fifth. In sixth is Cazon, Ardennes, Erang, Garin. Ninth is Garin, by the way. Soto in 10th, Kaczynski in 11th, and in 12th was Baron. And then the retirements were Connor Pearson was 19 laps down from the rest of the GTE or the rest of the LMP1 field. June was the 14 laps down. Hamilton retired, and Zochling was also retired. Was also retired.
Yeah.
Also
Crashed
retired.
out. Yeah, he crashed out to start the race. I'm going to be brutally honest. Let's just go down the list of the good drivers today. Lewis Woods made up 9 places to get that win, by the way. Gross made up 4 places in the Porsche. He only came P7, but that's the Porsche. Good result there for the Porsches. In the LMP2s, Wagney made up 5 places. Titus made up 4 places. Deck made up 3 good places as well. The GTEs, well, there's not a lot of big gains there. Arens made up 4, as did Graro. But when we're talking about driver of the day, and I think chat will agree with me, Tejas Canapino. That's all I'm saying.
Canapino is my driver of the day. No question about that. He did so well, and it's such a shame that it ended the way it did for him. Not through any fault of his own. He was just holding the line that he had, and he was battling his heart out. But that was Nurburgring. That is it for us. Guys in the chat, what did you think of our casting today? Did you like it? If you did, let us know. If you have any suggestions, let us.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Let us know.
Shall I do the show? You want to do the show?
How about you do the show? Yeah, I'll let you go ahead.
I do the show? Because once again, if you've come from YouTube, if you've come from a Discord link, if you've come from iRacing.com/live, thank you very much for watching part 1 of Primetime Friday Night. This is Raidillon TV. If you've liked what you've seen from the broadcast, not the racing, we know there was a little bit of controversy, but even still, if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Underneath the video, there is a link to our Discord if you'd like to check it out, and also trackcams22.com, who provide these great cameras. I love these these skyline views of the track. It's fantastic to see. A shout out to them once again. Our social medias on Twitch and
Twitch, where's that link for RaceSpot?
RaceSpot, we will get the RaceSpot link, by the way, for you quickly as well, because they will be up next. If you do like what you see on Twitter and Instagram, Raidillon TV. Thank you very much once again. Like I said, this is part 1 Primetime Friday, because I do like to hype up our brethren at RaceSpot, because RaceSpot will be going live with the IMSA Championship.
At Le Mans, I think.
No, Indianapolis, and apparently It's a 1-hour race. But if you do go there and just tell them that Raidillon sent you, and also tell them please be a better race. No, I'm not saying please be a better race. But if you have liked what you've seen, thank you very much. If you'd like to see more, this Sunday it will be the Fanatec GT Challenge at Daytona. Then we'll be back Wednesday night for the Racing Sim Rigs World Series and the American Series as well for week 2. But we'll be back for some ILMS next Friday at the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo Dino Ferrari, otherwise known as Imola. Until then, this is Raidillon TV, the only corner you need.